Hi, my name is Olivia Ardeen, and my project, along with my partner Lena's project, was focusing on ending ocean acidification through the process of electrolysis. I'd like to first apologize for my scratchy voice. I've been sick all week, which is also why my partner Lena isn't here with me recording this video. We're recording two separate videos and putting them together just because I haven't been at school all week to film this. So now talking a little bit about this project. This project meant a lot to me. This was one of the projects I wanted to work on to try to give back to the earth. I was always one of those kids who spent a lot of time in nature. I was always hiking, going to the beach, swimming, and some of my most valuable memories are spending time in nature. And so ever since I was a kid, I always wanted a way to give back to the environment. I see the destruction that's happening in the world on a daily basis, especially like living in Las Vegas. I see how much society encroaches on the natural environment, and I've always just wanted to do something to try to prevent those effects or to really try to preserve the environment for future generations. And so I was able to during this project, and that was really special to me because through this project I got to work to try to protect the oceans, because the oceans are such a vital component of the Earth's ecosystems, and without them there would be catastrophic effects. So I'm really grateful that I got to work on a possible solution to ocean acidification through this project. It really meant a lot to me, and I hope to see this project go further in the future. In fact, in the future, I'd love to see high risk areas specifically targeted to try to help mitigate the effects of ocean acidification. In fact, for our project, we designed this possible research station that would be located in different areas around the globe, particularly around like coral reef areas, to try to help mitigate the effects of ocean acidification. Essentially, the water would be collected in this bucket right down here, and then it would be run through the process of electrolysis up here and then re-release. And this whole upper part would basically just be a research station, and this is what I hope my project looks like in the future. If it doesn't look exactly like this, I hope to continue working on it and perfecting it so that way it can be applied to a global scale to actually bring about positive change. And I know there's a lot more research that needs to be done and a lot more testing, and I look forward to continuing that in the future to try to bring about the most positive change possible. Thank you.
Throughout my life, I have lived in large industrious cities such as Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and Tokyo, Japan. However, I also often visited beach-life-based towns where playing in the ocean and watching the fish hide in the coral reef was a highlight of my vacations. Within these cities, certain areas were always covered in smoke, and the visible reduction and collapse of ocean ecosystems such as coral reefs, which I used to love to see, made the impacts of the industrial age clear. The excessive destruction of natural resources such as our forests, water sources, and non-renewable fuel sources may be a quick solution to our current problems, but the consequences are quickly approaching. As I was able to see the quick decline of our ecosystem through my own lifetime, and the extra research my partner and I did through personal interest, we decided that finding a solution to prevent future ocean acidification would be one of the largest steps towards saving what we loved in our childhoods. Before even beginning our experiment, the development process, which involved hours in research of how increased levels of carbon dioxide emissions produce hydrogen ions within the ocean, and how those hydrogen ions decrease the ocean's pH tenfold from 8.2 to 8.1, and how ocean acidification didn't allow for calcifying organisms such as coral reefs and clams to build strong enough shells to handle harsh environments, opened my mind to the vastness of environmental research and how, especially within the environmental science field, the sciences and the humanities combine to create environmentally friendly solutions while also considering world factors such as economic impacts and legal regulations. However, my favorite part of our experiment was troubleshooting issues that would appear in our research. From our reverse osmosis machine not being able to remove large sediments from our water samples, to our clams not surviving short car trips even after taking proper precautions, finding solutions to our issues through discussion and research created my passion for it. Through dialogue, we were able to shift our project multiple times to achieve our goals. This included switching from observing how ocean acidification specifically impacted clams to focusing on algae to allow for more reliable observations. We also created our own makeshift electrolysis systems, but we couldn't afford anything more expensive, and I think this exemplifies the difficult but rewarding research process that we went through. Although we were not able to demonstrate a correlation between the use of electrolysis and the decrease of acidity within salt water in large bodies of water, the significant decrease of acidity found in our water samples shows the potential for a large-scale decrease in acidity with more research. Overall, this research project has demonstrated to me the time, efforts, and difficulty of research projects, but also the reward someone can gain by thinking critically to create potential solutions to save our future and to protect ecosystems that bring so much value to our lives.